Hello, everybody. It's Heiden, and I'm back with the Macho versus Heiden campaign. This is January 6th, 1942. Okay, Bebe. Free base on Leyte. Okay, I got some minesweepers in Numea, trying to clear those up. We do have a Dutch sub operating kind of in between Palembang and Singapore. That's very dangerous waters for a sub. It's shallow. Even my crappy depth charges can hit him there. Oh. And as soon as I say all that, he's shooting at one of my damaged. That was a close one. Okay, a lot of subs out here near Makassar once again. We may be able to damage one here. This is shallow water. That's a direct hit right there. That's what we want. Yeah, his subs need to be careful operating in these shallow waters, because even my Type 95 depth charges can hit them. It doesn't look like we're going to get any more hits here. Okay, I lied. I'm going to get more. Man. Sub Chase is going for it, isn't he? Alright. One direct hit. That will not sink it, but it should send it back to port. Oh, man. So many subs. All right. Uh-oh. Whoa! That's not good. What are these? Looks like we have a little bit of an ambush going on here. These guys are dead. Oh, okay. Well, it's not great. Leander, Perth, and these are Australian. Why would he be out here? Wow, this is bold. Okay, well, these two ships are dead. I don't know. Why didn't I see that coming? At Tabatuea? How did he get in here? Well, that's not good. We have some Australian light cruisers in here. And he's just going to chase them around. All right, all right. I didn't see these guys coming. I don't know why that is. Somehow my ships have survived this first encounter, but we're not going to the second time. Oh, man. That's a bummer. It looks like he got us this time. I don't even know where these guys came from, but it seems very dangerous to be operating out this way. Clearly, they're probably going back to Pearl, because you don't want to go the way back to Australia with my carriers there. Huh. Didn't see that coming. Good one, Macho. You got me on that one. I need to fix my naval search, clearly. I'm glad they weren't loaded. That would have been not good. I think I need to be more careful right now out in that way. There's not a lot of good naval search out there right now. All right, looks like we got all the mines that are Numea. They're cleaned up. Okay. All right, let's see what we get. Okay, sweeping over Surabaya, and there's no fighters, which is good for me. No fighters over Nanning, that's good for me too. Okay, Betty's going for a port strike. Crush your fingers, guys. It's bad weather. I'm hoping that we can hit something in port here. There we go. There's something. I'd like to hit something a little bit bigger in there. Man, that's it? That was a bummer. I was hoping for some bigger ships in here today. I thought we might be able to hit some submarines or something like that. We're going to try it again. This bad weather is not great. Yeah. So we hit one bomb, another bomb on a second AKL. I thought there would be bigger ships in port than that. And all we did was damage the repair shipyard. That's not ideal. I don't think we want to bomb the port there anymore. Okay, big raid going in here because I'm going to try to attack again. And I really want to try to disable this unit while we can. And there we go. That's exactly what I was hoping for right here. Look at this. You know what this is telling me? He's in move mode or reserve mode. And if we hit him again, he'll probably take a lot of losses. This should cripple him for a second day attack, assuming they don't move out of the hex. I sent everything at it because I want to push him out of here. Yep, look at that. It's good stuff. Okay, going for our daily bombing raid on Palembang, targeting the airfield only. Not getting good hits at all. Not good. I'm concerned about fort building at Palembang, and we have to start damaging the base more to stop him from building the forts, but with that little damage, we're not going to get it done. Okay, there's a Chinese base force in Nanning, just as I figured. This is really good for me. This is telling me exactly what I want to know. We're going into this hex this turn for an attack, and its base force will not stop the attack. Yeah, not getting a lot of good damage on the base. I don't know if it's the flak or the weather or both. Yeah, I think if we get to attack here again, we have it in the bag with this much damage done. Okay, here we go. Kate's going in. Let's see what we can find here today. Ooh, yeah, let's finish that thing off. Yeah! All right. I think this is the last C-class cruiser he's got out here. So we just put a torpedo into it. We have maybe one more try today to get it. And that is the last ship that attacked us 2 days ago at Batavia. Okay, AM phase in the books. Not too bad. Good bombing in China. We got a torpedo in the Caledon. Of course there's canceled missions. It wouldn't be a day, it wouldn't be a turn for me without them, right? I am expecting some sort of allied aerial counterattack. I think. Good hits at Baton today. Yeah, oh yeah. Much better performance at Baton today. Finally. Alright, well I guess we're not going to get another crack at the Caledon today, but that's okay. That'll slow it down a bit. Surprisingly, none of his aircraft flew today. Nothing. None of his strike aircraft. I thought that they would. Alright, here we go. Land combat. Starting off with this. As you can see, completely gutted from my airstrikes, so we should have no issue blowing these guys out of here now. There we go. Big difference that bombing made, didn't it? And just like that, we defeat a numerically superior force, but they were so badly disrupted from our bombing attacks that they were unable to answer that. And we inflict huge losses on these units and push them into the path of a division coming right for them. So this is actually excellent. Good result. Just what I wanted. Okay. I'm trying to get these guys off the hex here. I have no idea how this is going to go. I really need this rail line opened up, though. Okay, I think we're going to get him out of here. Cool. So, once again, we push this unit off into the oblivion. Take a lot of disablements because we're in the wrong op mode. I knew that was the case, but I needed to do it. But we push him away. Until the next time he gets back on the rail line. This is going to be a very obnoxious thing to deal with for a while. Until we kill it off. Watch, he's going to split this into 3 pieces now and try to just infect every piece of this rail line. This is my most important rail line in China right now. Okay, but at least we won today. Alright, day 4 with the shock attack at Calgon. Let's see what happens with this one. Alright, and now we finally get it. Okay. So I expected this completely. And this is the reason why I knew that it was taking long to kill it. The reason this unit surrendered is because they have no valid retreat path. They're completely surrounded by my bases. And there's no way to get to his bases with the supply paths that he has. So they have to surrender. But when they have nowhere to go, they tend to fight a little bit longer than otherwise. So that's why it took a while. So that's cleared out of here. Alright. This is a shock attack into Nanning. We should have no issue blowing through here and taking this base force out. Yep. Look at this. We're going to get it. 32-1. Nice. And they surrender. Oh, that went good. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Look what we found. I knew it, guys. I knew that he had B-17s here. Because he's been using those B-17s from Nanning to bomb Cam Ranh Bay. Which is a waste of a use of B-17s. But during the process of that, some of them got disabled. Right? So he brought this base force in that has some sort of aviation support in it to try to save these B-17s, but we got in there before he can get them out. So 2 more B-17s bite the dust, complete waste of airframes they're using out of Nanning anyway. We destroy a base force and we capture Nanning. This is really good result. Excellent. Basically no casualties. These guys just gave up. All right, and back to the daily bombardment at Baton. Okay, kind of a low trade today, but here's something that I do like to see. 5 vehicles destroyed today. And 1 squad destroyed. I'm not sure what to make of that. We're going to need to continue following up, but do you notice that the counter battery here today was far less effective? So we killed more stuff and took less casualties. I don't know if that means he's out of supply yet. I would find it hard to believe that he is, but this is progress, slow progress, and I like it. Okay, nobody's on this base. And we're going to capture Tavoy. And he's bombarding at Sinkwing, but that's not a problem. Pretty soon I'll have enough troops there to kill these guys off. And his daily bombardment at Taiyun. You know, I would not be surprised if at some point here he tries to attack us, because he's got 2 to 1. I don't know if our forts are that great. We may want to reinforce this place just to be safe. Okay, this is the French colony at Qing Chuan. It's a great base because I believe it has some light industry in it. If nothing else, it has resources, and we really need those right now, so... That's a free base, and there's no garrison requirement here either. And reef islands. Wengapo. And the island of Sumba is almost secure. We have 1 more little dot base to take here. Torres Islands. Babar. And that's it. Okay, so let's take a look at the results for today. Aircraft losses. 3 B-17s, 2 or 3. Lost at Nanning. What a waste. So far, he's lost 21 B-17s. That's most of his B-17Ds. That's not great. We lost a Lily, a Dina, and a Sally. So 6 to 3. Not sure where the other... Oh, it's 3 to 3. Why was it saying 6? It's 3 to 3. Never mind that. It's 3 to 3. All right. Of those 3 aircraft lost today, 2 killed pilots. Ship sunk. Not so great for us today. We lost this Heiden class cargo ship and one of these 12-speed AKLs. So kind of valuable. And I didn't see that coming. We'll talk about why in a little bit. So 2 ships lost today. His army loss points went up about 70. We lost none. For the turn, we gained about 170 points, something like that. Win ratio is approaching 1.9 to 1. So looking really good on the score. All right, let's talk about China real quick. We are in Xi'an now, and I am going to go for it. I'm going to put all these tanks in combat mode, and I'm going to put these guys in shock attack mode, because he's just got depleted infantry units here. A lot of them will probably get out of the hex before we can attack, and that's fine. And the ones that don't, we're going to kill. And then we take Xi'an next turn, which means these guys don't have to shock attack across. Okay, so these guys can actually speed up. And everybody else should be just coming in. Got infantry coming in behind that. So next turn we have Xi'an, and that is wonderful. And then we can immediately press up the mountain here towards Lanchao. Unfortunately, on our drive to Ankang, we are kind of stopped here. He's heavily reinforcing this hex. This is going to turn into the biggest grind I'm going to have in China for the immediate future. I'll be about equal with him on AV, all said and done, until my reinforcements arrive. But even then, we're looking at between 1,500 and 2,000 Chinese AV in this hex, which is not great. We did at least push them off here, and this unit is badly depleted, and it will get caught up to by this division. We should be able to damage these guys a little bit more. And these guys are going off-roading. I don't know why. All right, we reopen the rail line here, but I don't know how long, because this guy is going to just keep going up and down and bothering us until we kill it off all the way. Things are getting a little muddled in the south, but we're catching up to his units in here. And I'm looking to engage all of these guys. These guys here. Yeah. We're going to attack with the infantry regiment. And I'll probably put these guys to reserve to follow. And hopefully drags us into... You know what? I take that back. We're not going to do that. Because he's going to pull us into a base that has more troops than I got, and we can get counterattacked. So, we're just going to attack here. And then we'll continue working our way up towards Shenyang or Changsha, or whatever looks good here, because he's just not defending any of this, or he's not doing a good job defending it. We just took Nanning this turn, which I was wanting to do for a while. This was a big win for me because we caught B-17s, which I knew were there, on the ground, and we also forced the surrender of a Chinese base force. So right now we're going to continue pressing on for Luqiao and Kuai Lin. It looks like he's moving up this road here, which I don't get. It would have made more sense to just rail these guys this way, but I'm seeing a move indicator suggesting that he's going up this road. Again, not sure why, but if he wants to keep giving up these bases down here, I'll gobble them all up while I can. In Burma, our armor is here. And we're going to continue moving up towards... We're going to be always a day behind him, I think. But that's fine. We'll keep going this way. And then next turn, we arrive in Rangoon. Let me see here. Yep. I take that. Yeah. Next turn, we will be in Rangoon. And in 2 turns, we'll take it. The more I'm looking at the damage to the base... It's not looking too good for us. I'm just hoping that the airfield is not too badly damaged when we get there. Because I need to fly aircraft in there to protect the refineries. And if I can't fly the aircraft, he's going to bomb the crap out of it. Fortunately, he's destroyed most of his B-17, so I don't know how much of an attack it's going to be. Just grab Tavoy. And now I'll send these guys down here to Mergui, and that'll be the last base in Burma and Thailand we need to grab. Burma. Okay, in Singapore, the last of my divisions has arrived. We're still in the process of loading and unloading up some stuff here. But there we go. What I have to bring to the table as of this moment is about 4,000 AV of troops to put into Palembang. A few of these divisions are pretty depleted. But they're recovering fast now that they're in the hex of Singapore. They recover quickly when they're in a base with a lot of supply. All right, he is moving on Batavia, and I don't know how much he's moving, because I do know he has some sort of garrison requirement there. I just landed an SNLF unit, and I'm going to continue to reinforce this base, because I want to maintain this toehold on Merak. I don't know what he's going to come at us with. However, if he does come into this hex, it's clear terrain, and we're just going to bomb the ever-living daylights out of it with our bombers and disrupt any attacks he attempts to launch. So this may actually end up being an opportunity for us. So I'm going to continue moving ships into Batavia, not Batavia, but Merak, and just continue reinforcing this this little beachhead that we've got. Minikito Butai was able to put one more torpedo into the Caledon, but it looks like it may have survived the day. And he did not take the bait. If you look here at Surabaya, we're seeing 68 bombers. I don't know. How about an airfield strike on that? Because that's juicy. So we're going to start targeting the airfield here and see how many aircraft we can reduce. And I will still continue trying to bait out his bombers. It may come even a little bit closer next turn now that I have some surface cover with these guys. I might want to inch a little bit closer, just to try to compel his bombers to come after us. I would really love it if they would. Get a little cap trap action going on there. Just consolidating in the Dutch East Indies, getting ready for that. In the Philippines, we noticed that his AV dropped by 2, and he did not trade very good today with the bombardment. So I don't know what that means. Does that mean that he's out of supply? Does that mean it was just a bad roll? I don't really know, but it could be a foreshadowing that he may be getting kind of, you know, he may have less supply here than I thought. So we're going to keep bombarding, and we're going to see what we can kind of feel out during that process to see if the counter battery continued getting weak. If his AV continues to drop, then I know we're starting to get the better of him. So a few more days of that, and we'll see what happens. Solomons, nothing much to report. We're still moving on. Wow. And we've cleared the minefield at Noumea, which means that we can operate everything we want to operate out of here. I've got quite a few engineers and a lot of naval support. If you look at the naval support here, 1,700 is pretty good. We can rearm a lot of stuff with that, including Kido Butai. I'm going to continue building up the port on this base for now. And yeah, Kido Butai is currently in Lafoa, just getting some fuel. And then we're going to head off to our next assignment. So, real quick before I end the video, he attacked us here at Tabatuea. Fortunately, the ships that he killed had just completed unloading these Naval Guard units here. So there wasn't anything lost at sea, thank gosh, except for the ships. But the problem was I had intended this to be a spotting base, but I had to steal the Mavises that I had here, and I moved them down to Noumea because I think that's a more important place. But in so doing, I left a huge old hole in my naval search. So I need to get something down here quick so we can see what the heck he's got coming and going, because this is just a failure of naval search at this point. As far as the rest of these guys, they need to get the heck out of here. Like these guys, we're going to go ahead and just disband them until I figure out what's going on. We just need to be careful. So I'll get some more Mavis float ping search aircraft in here, and we'll figure out what the heck that was or where they went. Anyway, that's the turn. This one's a little more quiet, but that's just the calm before the storm, guys. And that storm is Fortress Palembang. Just to give you an idea of what I'm kind of using as my timer, is all of these ships here that I have converting over to AKTs. About 5 days to go, all right? Because I want as many cheap ships as possible to bring the troops in. I don't want to use my expensive transports. And we also have a lot of damaged ships that we need to fix. And on top of that, I need to wait for a few more of my divisions to recover some strength, because they're not all where I want them to be. 3 are full strength. This one's almost, 33rd is almost full strength, so we can basically rebuild it now. So 4 full strength divisions at the moment, for all intent and purposes, and 1, 2, 3, 4 divisions that are under strength. 1 severely under strength. So we're not ready to go into Palembang without at least a couple more of those divisions at full capability. I'm estimating at least 2,000 AV here, if not more, on ×3 terrain with some level of fortification. So this is going to be a gnarly attack. I know they're Dutch, but there's also some British troops in there that are probably better, and they're going to put up a fight. So I want to make sure that if we're going in here, we go in here with overwhelming force, and we're able to take the base as quickly as possible to minimize the amount of damage we do to the place. Anyway, that's all I got. I hope you're enjoying these videos. Please like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing, but if you don't want to, that's fine. Just keep watching. I'm glad you're here. Catch you on the next one.